Hello, hello, hello. So, looking at Aesthetic Elves here. It's this mod up here at the top, Aesthetic Elves. I don't know. I'm always just tired of the way the elves look. They made them look so weird that it's kind of jarring overall. When I remember when I first loaded into Skyrim, I was like, wow, they really did not do the elves any favors. They made them all look bizarre and really horrible. So anyway, I thought I would try to find something, since I've been messing with presets anyway, and R246 was kind enough to make a new, to make an update to the concept so that you don't need two mods. And I thought, well, you know, I'd been wanting to find something better for elves anyway, so I decided to go with Aesthetic Elves. Now, I will tell you that they say to load it at the very bottom, do not let other mods overwrite these files, etc. Well, you know how I am. I had to try to do my own thing, and it didn't work out. So I have tested and played around with this some. I found my best results. Now, normally I have my character stuff up here, starting with the hairdos and coming down to the presets, and then I go into my skin textures, and then I've got some changes for a couple of characters. But I had to come down and put Aesthetic Elves down in my patches, basically, which this is the very bottom section of my load order. Oh, I don't need that anymore. I like Skyland, but it's just so big, it's hard for me to do the shows if I keep so much stuff. So anyway, so this is the patches area. Below this is just things I'm going to do shows on, and I haven't done it yet. Sorry, that's just the way it is. But Aesthetic Elves, I put it down here in my patches area, and it seems to work fine. And I'm gonna load up. We're gonna do a new character, which you may notice my saves are all messed up because I've been making a bunch of new characters, and yeah, it's just me. All the things I try to do to do the little videos and the shows. So you can look here, they do a bunch of before and afters in the pictures, and I guess here they're trying to show you how we went from the elongated face to more of a round pumpkin face, I guess. I will say, if you look at their before, which their before looks better than my before, I think, but nonetheless, if you look at their before and you look at their after is a lot better. So I'm hoping for that kind of effect. See, like, this is before, and that's still better than my before, but I'm hoping my after will look at least close to something like this, and will be nice to look at, because I'm really tired of the elves looking so bizarre. And it's just me, you know. If you like your elves the way they are, don't worry about it, but I'm going to try this. Alright, so we're going to hop out. Oh yeah, I took that patch out. Well, that's alright. I've already done changes and resets and everything, so I just happened to remove that Skyland patch, which I forgot to remove earlier, so don't pay attention to that. Let's see, so we want to do new, and we're going to look at some elves and see what we can do with them. Hopefully something nice. Oh, come on, move it. I don't even have that many mods loaded. You shouldn't be that slow. Pardon me, I'm having some coffee. Alright. So now we just wait for it to load in. Cheat room has been installed. Thank you. I appreciate that. And so you notice we're still loading in as a guy and not as a girl. It's fine. I don't worry about that. I never could get that part to work for me, but I'm not worried about it. Let's go down to elves. Now the guy elves are the same. I just don't know why they made them look so weird. They elongated their face a little, their head a little too much. Nonetheless, that's my grump. Let's move on. Let's move on without my grump, right? Alright, so at least her chin looks a little better. She's still pretty vanilla looking. Let's see if we can find... You know, I think we could work with that face. Don't you think? I think we could do something with that face. That's okay. Not exactly. No. Oh, that's a good face. Now, I don't know why, but I have... Get your hands out of your face. I get... Let me see if I can zoom in. I get those little black dots on either side of their nose, above their lips, and it's not like a piercing or dirt or anything. I'm not sure what that's from. I don't get that in every face, though. You'll notice... Let's go back. To this face, it does not have those dots. And I'm not sure why I'm getting those dots. It's almost like there's a little graphical issue. Because those dots will not go away. Maybe there's something I'm not thinking of. But anyway, they won't go away. But that's a good face. Let's see if there's any other good faces. I would say that's a no. 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 That one has possibilities. I think I'll go back to my earlier face. I think I'll go back to this one. I've wanted to try to use this face before. And without the elongated chin and weirdness, maybe this will work. Let's see. We get some skin tones to choose from. Since you're an elf, let's see. Do we get a nice blue? Come on, give me a blue here somewhere. I just want a blue. Well, you're a wood elf. Should you be blue? Maybe not. I like blue though. Purple has not worked for me in the past. You may remember my purple experiment. It did not work very well. It did not go well. Wood elf. How about green for a wood elf? We'll do a little bit of greenishness. Nothing too drastic, hopefully. Let's see. Maybe slightly Hulk looking. Not exactly. How's that for green? Does that seem okay? Alright, so let's see. Can we reduce? Well, you can reduce all you want. You're still going to get some clipping, aren't you? Well, that's alright. In that case, just go all out. Okay, so let's go. We'll keep the complexion. I think that's a good complexion. Let's just not do any dirt. No scars. Let's not do any. Oh, there we go. Well, that was weird. Why is... Did you... Well... Okay, so she always has war paint, so I guess... I guess if I keep it like that, it's not so bad. That was weird, though. Alright, so I don't want to mess with her nose. I don't know how much I want to mess with their coloring either. I think her coloring is basically okay. Excuse me, I don't know what's up. I'm just having coffee, so... I like those jewel eyes like that. But I was gonna save it for something else. Let's see. Woo, those are nice. Oh, well, okay, that's a little much for my taste. Oh, get your hand out of your face, lady. We could do green eyes, but that seems a little redundant, doesn't it? Whoa. Oh, we could do that. Some really bright red eyes. That goes with the green in a way. Well, if you're me. Maybe not for you, but for me. Alright, so let's roll with that. Brow. Well, what kind of brow do you have, lady? Oh, we don't want bushy, that's for sure. Thought I had some better options. You know, the brow somehow really sets the feeling for the face. Oh, that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to do no brows. Elves with no brows. There we go. That's kind of an odd idea, but it's not a horrible idea. It's just me. So, let's see. What can we do color-wise with her lips? We do want a nice red. Is that really the mouth we want? Well, that is a impressive mouth. Not bad. I don't know, I might stick with that. That's not bad. It just depends on what you like. That might be a little crazy looking though. I'm trying to decide if it's good or crazy looking. I don't know. Hard decision. Let's ride it right now. Let's just go with that. Alright, so hair. I want to get into some decent hairs. Let's ride this back here. Let's see, is that... I think that's a good hairdo. That'll probably be alright for her. But we got to get some color here. Color is a choice. I don't think white hair is going to especially go with the theme I have going on here. You could do red hair. If you do a dark red hair, that might go with the green. Green and red, kind of crazy color to get, but together they kind of work for me. Okay, I don't know. Maybe that mouth is too much. I can always change it later. Let's just continue. So, alright. So, I'm sorry. I got all caught up in this. But I think that's a much better looking wood elf, don't you think? Now, I forgot, because I started going down this route of playing around with her face. I forgot what we were really trying to do. So, I apologize for that. But if you'll notice, all these elf faces look a lot better. They've got the chin shortened and they've widened the face out a little more. You know, they've made it look a lot better. Some of these would be workable faces. I know these probably are not the best. And I don't know if aesthetic elves would bother with anything. It would interfere with anything else. Probably would interfere with anything else that messed with elf faces. So, but like that's not a horrible starting place. You could probably figure something out with some of these. I just think these look much better than the normal. Actually, I think that's not a bad face. Depends on what you're after. I never did get a good purple. And there's a reason for that. Purple is hard to do. See, that's just a little too dark. But I think when I did like this shade, it looked weird. Oh, look at that. That still might be too purple, but that's not too bad. So you get the idea, though. These faces are a lot better. Now, admittedly, this first dark elf girl just looks like she's in sad shape. But, like, this one's not too bad. You could work with that. That might need some work. But still, better than the usual. That one's pretty good. Well, okay. You could probably fix her up. She looks a little old, but... And there's the one with the 2 dots. I really like that face, but... For some reason, there's a little graphical issue there where she has those 2 dots. It's almost like she has 2 little piercings, but she doesn't. You'll just have to trust me. If you look at this preset, normally those will not be there. It's just some weird graphic anomaly, and I don't know if it's... I don't know what it comes from. I may have to experiment and try to find out. It's not from Aesthetic Elves, though. I've seen it before. I thought maybe it was coming from Definitive Beauty Pack, but I hate to say that and that not be the case. So I have my own little suspicions to work out. Otherwise, though, I do like this face. This is a good preset. Alright, let's see. Some of these others are just kind of sad looking. You could probably do something with them. There's another one with that same graphic anomaly, I will call it, same issue. It's like something's wrong. Is it the mouth that's doing it? I don't know what's causing that, if it's the mouth that's causing that or not. Now, it's not the same as this mole. Like, she has a mole, which is kind of a dirt spot turned to a freckle mole thing. It's not the same as that. I've played around with this a little bit. So, anyway, you get the idea. Aesthetic Elves. I think Aesthetic Elves works pretty good, though she really needs some work. You'd really have to work on her. She might have a good face under all that. I don't know. I can't tell. Okay, so that's it. We have the Dark Elves, the High Elves, and the Wood Elves. And I think they all look better this way. We didn't really make a nice looking Dark Elf, did we? I guess we could have done a little work on her. Can we fix her at all? Oh, actually, maybe we can. Let's get this dirt out of the way. Let's get rid of the scars. War paint. I don't want any war paint. No, I don't want any war paint. No? No war paint? No? No. There. That must be blank or no color. So, that's good. Alright. So, let's see. Let's leave her face alone. It's actually not too bad once you get all that junk out of the way. Let's give her some eyes. I didn't give her a skin tone, did I? She should be blue. I don't know why, but I like the Dark Elves to be blue. So humor me a moment while I go back. We'll find blue. You can choose the color of your choice, of course, but I like blue. Let's see, can we get a nice... that's not really blue. That's blue. I want a nice blue, but not too crazy. That's pretty good. A shade light, a shade dark. I'm gonna ride that one out. So, alright, so here we are. Brows. Oh, right. Elves, no brows. Let's go no brows. Let's do... I know, I'm just being weird. Alright, so hair. Let's try that. Is that too bright? That really looks too bright. It looks painfully bright. It's so hard to make a color choice when you have so many shades and it's hard to find a shade. Oh, that's better. I don't think that really suits her though. No, I don't think. Well, let's just try it. It'll be fun. Alright, so anyway, you get the idea. So we have the dark elves, and the aesthetically pleasing dark elves is better. And the high elves, which I don't know, their face is still a little long, but it looks like they did a pretty good job, and I don't think that purple is working for me again. Let's give her some hair. We'll just... Oh, wrong thing. Okay, we'll just go with that. I was gonna go with like a green. It takes so long to get there. Definitive Beauty Pack. It really adds a lot of hair colors, which is kind of nice and kind of torture at the same time when you have this many colors. It just takes you so long to cycle from one color to another. Because like I'm still in the, what's this, the reddish blonde now, and I'm trying to get over to like the green. I don't know why. If I try to do purple, I try to do green. Probably has something to do with the Hulk. Green and purple. But if we can get a good green, I will stop. My hand is getting tired. I'm using the bumper. This is a faster way to go through these. Is it the only way? No, but let's see, that's probably a tad too dark, but it is a good green. Let's just try that green. That'll be fine. We'll do that for her, and we'll take her brows away. And let's see, we'll give her some green eyes. Why not? So, if you don't necessarily like this, which you may or may not, that's really... Oh, get your hand out of your face. Which you may or may not. It's up to you. But I was going to try to go to for a green, sort of a green theme here. There we go. Green and purple. Anyway, I think I kind of like the aesthetic elves. I'll probably keep this because this is at least better than my other options, which are pretty sad. So the next time I make an elf, I'll probably use this to do it. And just remember, with your presets, you can always make your character and then turn your preset off. Now, you can't turn off your other things, but once your character is made, you don't have to have the preset mod on. You can use different, mods like that, but you do have to do some resets and things to make those show up. I prefer to just keep all of my presets active. That's why I really limit myself. That's why I've really just used the R246 for so long. And now I'm going to use this. If you'll notice, I still get my R246 presets here. So it has not, well, we're back to vanilla there, but it has not interrupted or messed with that. I still get those. You'll recognize those faces. So it does not interfere with R246, which is a big deal for me. If it interfered with that, then this would be off the table. I just wouldn't use it. But if you see, I still get the Nord concept faces too. So it did, because it's just elves. I don't think it messes with orcs either. I didn't really fully check that out, I guess, but I don't think this really affects orcs, and there's just not a lot. I mean, even a good orc face is still not that good, so it's hard to work with an orc face. I mean, I mean, if you can do it, then yay, I'm happy for you. That's really good. But it would be difficult for me to make an orc face that I liked. So just telling you. So, but I still get the red guard presets too. You can see that here, which are very nice. And then you get to the scary vanilla ones, but nonetheless. Alright, so hopefully I haven't taken up too much of your time with this, but the aesthetic elves does work. I think it produces, even though I made her look a little sad. And the high elf, let's see, she looks good. She looks pretty good. And then the dark elf, probably the best in a way. Depends how you look at it. Nonetheless, that is I can't talk. Aesthetic elves. We're just going to leave her as prisoner. I'm not really going to save her. And I just want to show you. Oh, cut that out. I don't want to save. I need to clean up all my saves anyway. I just want to show you the mod one time. Make sure you see it. I used to confuse this with Ethereal Elven Overhaul, which is really a huge mod. Well, it's pretty big. Maybe it's not huge. Huge is other things. But I think I confused it with that, and so I assumed it was just way too big, and I didn't realize it was just presets. So it's Aesthetic Elves. I think it's nice, and it helps, and looks good. It doesn't appear to have any issues with my other presets or Definitive Beauty Pack, but if I run into any issues, I'll let you know. So I really like it. I think that gives me a good option to make an elf that looks better and doesn't look as weird. So, alright, thanks for watching. I will catch you later.